Hey there, guys. We're going to be going to the Rafflesia trial, but before I get started, I want to point out that this trial was actually nerfed for the global server. So I'm going to show you a Libra of the boss from the JP server, where it has 230 to wind and earth resist. That's its weakest elements. On the global server, as you watch right here, here's the global version, where they have reduced the resistances by 20%. Now that may seem like a really small change, but I can promise you that that is a pretty massive nerf. So while I did say that, it's really hard to do the turn count mission and all, on global it's going to be significantly easier to do the turn count because it has way lower resistances. That said, it's not going to be an easy trial, but it does feel really bad that they decided to nerf the trial for the global release. I wish they had left it alone and left it as a really hard fight. But, that's what they did. So, we're going to be going, we're going to be just getting 2 out of 3 missions for the moment. We're going to be getting the 15 turn clear and the no item clear. I'm going to take a 6-man party. And then, this weekend, I'll try to do an all mission clear. But for the moment, I'm just going to be doing a 6-man clear to get the turn count mission in. Then I'll go back and do a slower clear with 5 units. But here's the team we're going to be using. Ibuko set me up a nice Chizuru, and then we're going to be using our own. Olive to chip in some damage, etc. And I'll explain stuff as we go through the fight. So, like I said, the boss is very resistant to wind and earth, and then immune to everything else, basically. But we're going to have Chow go ahead and, let's see, we're going to start in the shift. We're going to use True, Most Loyal, and Focused Inspiration for covering. Now, we're passive provoking with Emperor. He'll go ahead and use his LB. We're going to have Ibuko put up Strong, Orochi, and Eastern Winds. Olive will just do some breaks. And then my Chizuru will do Plant Pulverizer. And Moogle Narshimog can just do, like, Charm Resist. We don't really need Charm Resist, but there it is. Because we're actually wearing Charm Immunity gear. Anyway, so the boss does Mana Drain and then a bunch of attacks that are RNG. Sometimes the attacks will be laughable. Other times they'll be very dangerous or even lethal. Anyway, so let's go ahead and have Mog on this turn put up his wind field. So we're going to do Wind Rhapsody. Now we're going to chain Plant Pulverizer on both of the Chizurus. And we're going to use the LB of Olive to cap that. So we're going to go ahead and send this. Send the Chainers. The real damage will not start until we get Emperor's SLB, which is going to be a few turns away. Now this turn, the boss has an RNG chance to use a 600% AoE in peril and then nuke Chow from orbit. So we're going to have Chow re-raise himself, and then cover, and then who cares? And then Palamecia can literally just hang out this turn. Okay, so again, it's an RNG chance. The boss may do the big imperil, and if he does, it's totally fine. He'll just kill Chow and he'll re-raise. But you need re-raise in your tank in case he decides to do it. He didn't decide to do it, but he did use his... Oh, he did. No, he did the single target skill. So now Emperor has a 600% water imperil on him, which is totally fine. So we're going to use Emperor to dispel himself, because he's our provoker, and I'll show you why that matters. He's a provoker, and he's got a damage over time water effect on him. So we're going to have Emperor just Rage Beast Roar himself to get rid of that imperil. Now he's no longer imperiled. He won't die to the damage over time. We're going to use Olive to SLB. We're going to use my Chizuru to go to the Shift and Spring Wind Blade. And Friend Chizuru is going to shift and do the Extreme Nova Vision Card skill. So let's go ahead and chain these up. Again, the real damage will not be until we get the SLB of Emperor in action. Mog can just, Veil. And we'll have Chow cover, we'll do True Guardian, and we'll do a re-raise on himself just to keep himself nice and topped up. Okay, so again, some more RNG attacks. Mana Drain. The Mana Drain gets stronger when the boss does his magic buff, which will happen. Oh, there it is. So now the Mana Drain is going to get really, really painful. Now, this magic buff can be removed if you're using like Sylvie or a Perfect Dispeller, or you want to just dispel normally and re-debuff. You can get rid of the magic buff. It'll make the damage and the mana drain much weaker. I can't really squeeze in dispels. We're just going to deal with the mana drain. You know, too bad. So Emperor's going to use his SLB. Now the boss has 25 resist. It should be 45 based on the JP server, but they nerfed it. Anyway, so we're going to be getting some damage in. Now, we're going to use Tyvus' Spirit on both of the Chizurus, and Olive will just break, whatever, and Giant Melon. Mog can just like Charm Resist, and Chow can just keep up the buffs. So Guard Dog, True Guardian, and Most Loyal. So again, the boss does have the magic buff. Now the mana drain is going to be very powerful. So here's the mana drain. Boom, there goes your mana. And there goes some damage on Chow. The fight gets way harder if you can't remove that magic buff. Thankfully, Chow is counterattacking, so the mana drain isn't that big a deal for us, but some turns it will be. Now we're going to... So turn 5, next turn we get our SLB on Olive. So she is going to just break, focus, cap, and then big focus with the Magnus. That way it's available next turn. This is the last turn of Mog's Field. It'll be ready again soon. Let's go ahead and do this. Wait. And then go ahead and do a big damage with our Chizurus. Boom. That's actually a great point to stop. Because 50% is when the boss starts healing. So he's not going to heal at 52%. That's actually really nice that we stopped there. Let's go ahead and just Charming Protection. Emperor. I think Emperor is imperiled again. He is imperiled again, so this turn he's going to Rage Beast Roar to get rid of the imperil, so he doesn't die to the damage over time. And then Chow can just keep up his buff, so re-raise himself. We can put up cover, and I guess Most Loyal. Okay, so some attacks. Now the boss does have the magic, but this is going to be a very painful attack turn. Chow's going to take a bunch of damage because, oh, Chow died even worse. But, yeah, keep re-raising your tank, and you'll usually be okay. Anyway, mana is completely gone. This is a concern. Okay, we're gonna... Oh, God, Chow has no buffs at all right now. I need mana to use the vision card Blazing Slash. We're gonna normal it. That was a bad turn for Chow to die. We're gonna normal attack Chow so I can do the Blazing Slash because I don't want to waste my turn on Olive. All right, let's go ahead and do some buffs on the friend. Emperor can... Oh geez, let's go ahead and Veil for status immunity. Oh, this is going to be... Hopefully the boss doesn't do any powerful attacks this turn. And we're going to do the vision card skill. Chow dying that turn was really, really unfortunate. But, you know, it happens. And let's just go ahead and have Emperor dispel himself in case. Alright, so we have no mitigations at all on Chow, but if the boss only does some weak drains, it'll be okay. Yeah, that turn was fine, so we're totally good. The boss is healing now, though, as you can see, and that is a problem. Another problem is mana. Once again, we have basically 0 mana, and this is awesome. So we're going to go ahead and Plant Pulverizer My Guy. My Guy is set up for the mana drains, so it's kind of okay. The friend, I don't think, is set up for it. Really isn't. So the friend will just Courageous Roar, I guess. Yeah, the friend is not really built for the mana drains the way mine is. And again, don't blame Ibuko. I actually told him the build to do, and he's just doing what I asked him. So yeah, let's go ahead and do Charm Immunity with you. I think we need to do mitigations. Let's Guard Dog. We gotta re-raise, and we gotta do Focused. Emperor can just dispel himself because whatever, and then Plant Pulverizer on My Guy. So turn 7. Yeah. So what was Olive doing again? I forgot. 9 is next SLB. So break, don't cap. All right. And why does this keep getting unselected? Plant Pulverizer. Okay. And thankfully, it is a tag chain, although it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so, you know, ouch. Alright, here's some drains on Chow. Hopefully he counterattacks a lot, because we need some mana. Chow, you're not countering nearly the way I want you to. But now we've got the field again, so we're going to be doing good damage once again. So, SLB, field effect, wind field. Let's see. Olive is going to get the SLB next turn, so we're going to cap, and then we're going to focus after damage. We're going to shift the Chizurus, and we're going to Tyvus Mine. Friend is going to shift, and Magnus. We're going to do it this way so it works properly. And Olive can just do, whoops, break, whatever, focus, and big focus. And Chow can re-raise himself and put up some immunities. Okay. Oh, I didn't actually see if Emperor was imperiled. Hopefully he's not. He's not. Okay, we're good. Alright, there's the healing. Oh, the healing is so obnoxious. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We're now in the shift form for Chizuru. It is time to burst a lot. Okay, burst time. Let's go. Alright, so the friend did... We're going to Tyvus's on the friend. Mine's going to SLB. SLB. Or not SLB. You get the idea. Anyway, let's go ahead and deal some damage here. This will be good damage. Relatively. So Mog is going to Veil, I guess. Chow can cover. Re-raise himself and just do some immunity buffs. And Emperor is literally here just for the Imperil. So we do that. We got to get below 10% so the boss stops healing, because this healing is super sad face. Really, Chow? Really, bro? Did you have to do that to me? Alright, let's see. So we're going to SLB you, and then Vision Card you. Olive will cap. Let's see. Mog will have to Charm Immunity. Chow will have to cover. True Guardian and re-raise himself, because the boss did a big attack. Emperor can just dispel himself. And we will cap. I think I did that too slowly. Alright. Boom. Yes, no more healing. We're good. Okay. So now it gets a little bit more dangerous, though. A lot more attacks this phase. And they're a little bit more dangerous, but I think we're going to be okay here. So we're back in the base form, though, but at this point, it's totally okay because there's no more healing. Below 10%, there's no more heals. So let's go ahead and have Emperor dispel himself so he doesn't die, because he's getting imperiled pretty much every single turn. Mog can do... Let's go ahead and... Status, let's re-raise himself. Oh, uh-oh. Oh. Chow's silenced. Now he's not. Alright. Let's go ahead and Most Loyal. Let's re-raise himself, and let's cover. Alright, we're in the base form again, so we're going to... Your vision card is ready, so yours is not. So we're going to do it this way. You're going to Plant Pulverizer, while Olive does a cap. Oh no, the thing's ready next turn. Okay, so this, and then get ready for next turn. Alright, this, wait, cap. I think I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Ah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, we're gonna win next turn. Alright. Yeah, we're fine. We're totally fine. And it is victory time. Olive will bring us to the finish line right here. Emperor's SLB. Mog's field is not ready. Alright. SLB. You will... Vision card is not ready. Vision card time. I guess we'll just do that. And we'll chain it up. And there should be the 15 turn clear. So here is the Friends build. This is Ibuko. Base form is some LB fill with the Vision card as well as Charm immunity. No death immunity. We kind of RNG'd it a little bit in the base form. The boss doesn't do death, but it was fine. Shift form is Charm immunity, death immunity, damage, Tyvis' Spirit, Prodigious, some LB fill, and the card. And then Chizuru gears for this very easily. Maxed LB and maxed Plant Killer. My Chizuru is in the base form using 3 stars. This is a change I made last minute because the mana drain was a real problem. 3 stars, Philosopher's Stone, no Philosopher's Stone. That's why we're having problems. OM flippin' G. Yeah, my re-clears will be way more optimized because I made some mistakes here. Tyvis' Spirit in the base form, and then the chaining card. Shift form, again, LB damage versus Planche, and she's capped on everything. She caps very easily. Olive is using death immunity, chain cap up, LB damage versus Planche, charm immunity with first-rate treasure hunter, and then the Demoness card basically gives her infinite mana even during the drains. Maxed LB and 275 plant. Moogle Mog is just using Philosopher's Stone, mana reduction, death immunity, charm immunity, status immunity, and he just does the field, and he's on Lakshmi for some support buffing every now and then. Emperor is our passive provoker with 100 or better water resist, charm immunity, death immunity, status immunity, and guts just in case, rage beast roar, and then Earthbreaker just in case, as well as Philosopher's Stone. That way he always has mana even during the drains. And then Chow started in the shift form, but he died pretty quickly, so this doesn't really matter. Just some auto buffing. But base form is what matters. So the base form, I geared for 97% water resist, and we're not using a buff. That way, he is always vulnerable to water, so he can always counterattack it. So also he's immune to the critical statuses, like Paralyzed, Sleep, and all that. Other than that, double counter, Cypher's Coat, Looming Wrath, and then here's the build, Charm immunity, because in case we Charm immunity in case we forget to buff Charm immunity, and there's the build. Okay, 2 out of 3 missions. We'll go back for the 5-man clear. That'll be a lot easier, because the 5-man clear we can kind of ignore the turn count and just go for a slow clear. But there it is. So our rotations were like all kind of scuffed. So the damage breakdown is not going to look super friendly to some of the units, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Olive should look good though, but we'll see. Yeah, Olive, thankfully, her SOB, mine's EX3, so SOB very often. But and the Shuros were pretty evened out. But okay, there was our 15-turn clear. I have not done that clear on the JP server, and I will now be working on a 5-man clear that I'll probably upload later. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the nerf, because even with the nerf, it was still pretty challenging, but it should have been harder based on the way it was originally designed. So let me know what you think in the comments. Was this a good nerf? Was it like uncalled for? What are your thoughts on it? See you in a bit.